Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to see the continuation for the lesson 9, that is the solution. Today we are going to see the topic Henry's law, what is the vapor pressure of the liquid. Next we are going to see the Raoult's law. So previous lesson we studied about the what is mean by true solution, what is mean by homogeneous solution. So what are the nature of this solution, what is mean by homogeneity. So that's all we are already learned. What is mean by standard solution, what is mean by working standard solution. These are all we are already studied in the previous video. Today we are going to see the what is the gaseous solute in liquid solvent. First in this case gaseous solute in liquid solvent. What is the meaning for that? That is liquid solvent. Suppose we are taking that water, the gaseous means that is carbon dioxide is a gas. So carbon dioxide gases dissolve in that water, that is called as carbonated liquid. So in these cases the gaseous solute in liquid solvent, the solubility decreases with increase in temperature. The solubility decreases with increase in temperature. So temperature increase ஆகும்போது அதனுடைய solubility decrease ஆகும். What is the reason? So because its molecule interact with the solvent molecule with weak intermolecular forces. Because the gaseous molecule bind with that liquid solution with the weak intermolecular forces, when the temperature increases, the average kinetic energy of the molecule present in the solution is also in this solution. When the temperature is increases, the temperature is increases, the kinetic energy is also increases. The increase in kinetic energy breaks the weak intermolecular forces between the gaseous solute and the liquid solvent, which result in the release of the dissolved gaseous molecule in the gaseous state. The dissolution of the most of the gases in liquid solvent is an exothermic process. In such process, the increase in temperature decreases the dissolution of the gaseous molecule. What is the meaning for that? இப்போ gaseous molecule waterல dissolve பண்றோம், the solventல dissolve பண்றோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா temperature increase ஆகும்போது அதனுடைய solubility decrease ஆகும். What is the reason? The increased temperature means the kinetic energy is also increases. Kinetic energy is also increases. The kinetic energy increase ஆச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? The ரெண்டு gaseous moleculeக்கும் அந்த liquidக்கும் இடையில உள்ள weak intermolecular forces என்ன ஆகும்? break ஆயிட்டு gaseous molecule என்ன ஆகும்? ஃப்ரீயா வந்து வெளியில வர ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். That is the process is the exothermic. Exothermic means that is gas liberated, the heat is liberated. So that is the reason the temperature is increases, the dissolution of the gaseous molecule is decreases. So what is the reason? So this is a say for one example. Now they are taking one soda bottle. So this is one soda bottle here, that is the soda bottle. They put one balloon. The put balloon is there. What will happen? The balloon will inflate with the release of carbon dioxide from the soda. So soda open பண்ணோன்னு என்ன ஆகும்? உங்களுக்கு carbon dioxide gas வரும். So இது வந்து உங்களுக்கு balloon வந்து carbon dioxide carry out the same experiment placing the soda bottle in container of hot water. So இப்போ இது வந்து இப்போ வரும்போது உங்களுக்கு gas வந்து நல்லா விரிஞ்சிடும். இப்போ இது என்ன ஆகும்? ஸோ இது வந்து அப்படியே சுருங்கிடும். இந்த கேஸ் இருக்கிறதுனால இது ஃபுல்லாக அப்படியே சுருங்கிடும், இன்ஃப்ளேட் ஆகிடும். ஆனால் இங்கே வந்து இதே எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் இஸ் கேரிட் அவுட், த சேம் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் இஸ் கேரிட் அவுட் இந்த சோடா பாட்டில் கண்டெய்னர் இந்த பிளேஸ் இந்த ஹாட் வாட்டர். ஸோ ஹாட் வாட்டரில் இதே சோடாவை நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிக்கிறோம்? ஹாட் வாட்டரில் இப்படி பலூன் வச்சிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா த பலூன் இஸ் இன்ஃப்ளேட்டட் மச் ஃபாஸ்டர். நவ் திஸ் ஷோஸ் தட் டிக்ரீஸ் இன் த சாலிபிலிட்டி. ஸோ இப்போ இது வந்து இது அப்படியே தான் இருக்கும். அண்டர் நார்மல் கண்டிஷன்ஸில் இது வந்து அப்படியே தான் இருக்கும். ஆனால் வந்து மோர் கேசஸ் மாலிகுல் சாலிபிள் அட் ஹை ப்ரெஷர். ஸோ இதில் என்ன ஆகும்? ஹை ப்ரெஷரில் கேசஸ் மாலிகுல் ரிலீஸ் ஆகி உங்களுக்கு பலூன் வந்து நல்லா பெருசாகிடும். இது வந்து இது குயிக்காக வந்து இது ஆகிடும். வாட் இஸ் த ரீசன்? பிகாஸ் த டிக்ரீஸ் இன் த சாலிபிலிட்டி ஆஃப் கேசஸ் இன் சொல்யூஷன் வித் இன்க்ரீஸ் இன் த டெம்பரேச்சர். ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த ரீசன். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த effect of pressure on the solubility? So what is the condition on the effect of solubility of this condition? Effect of pressure. What is the condition in the effect of pressure? So what is the condition here? So that is the change in the pressure does not have any significance, but in the consideration. So what is the effect of pressure here? That is the saturated, generally the pressure will be does not any significant effect in the solubility of the solids and liquid. But however the gases generally increase with increase in pressure. Gases or solubility of the gases gases increases with increased pressure. Pressure increase ஆகும்போது the solubility also increases because what is the reason? Because the saturated solution of the gaseous solid dissolve in a liquid solid in a closed container. In such a system, the equilibrium exists. Say for example, is a gaseous molecule. Gaseous molecule exists in the gas in solution. In solution, this is the gaseous state. Okay. This is gaseous state. Gaseous molecule in the gaseous state. This is gas in the solution. இப்போ ஒரு கேஸை எடுத்து ஒரு லிக்விட்ல டிசால்வ் பண்ணிட்டோம். அது என்னவா ஆயிடும்? கேஸ் இன் சொல்யூஷன். So they are attain the equilibrium. What is the reason? இது ஒரு closed containerல வரும்போது dissolved gaseous is maintain the equilibrium with the solution and the gaseous molecule. So what is the reason? According to the Lee-Chatelet principle, increase in pressure will shift the equilibrium in the direction which reduce the pressure. So இப்போ வந்து pressure increase ஆகும்போது என்ன நடக்கும்? So the pressure shift the direction of this reaction to reduce the pressure. Therefore, more number of gaseous molecule dissolve the solvent, the solubility increases. இப்போ gas increase ஆன உடனே இது என்ன ஆகும்? இது gaseous molecule quick-ஆ வந்து dissolve ஆகி அந்த pressure reduce பண்றதுக்கு work பண்ணும். So that is the reason, that is the according to the Lee-Chatelet principle. So what is mean by Lee-Chatelet principle? The system is affected in any stress mean the system is shift the direction to nullify that effect. That is called as Lee-Chatelet principle. So here also the gaseous molecule will be increased, the pressure will be increases, the reaction, the shift the direction to reduce, nullify the pressure, reduce the pressure. Therefore, the more number of gaseous molecule decreases. So that is the reason the solubility also increases with increase in the pressure. Okay, so this is the another one. So next we are going to see the what is meant by Henry's law. What is Henry's law? So William Henry is the relationship. What is the relationship between the pressure and the solubility of the gases? So they explain this law, Henry's law, according to the pressure and the solubility of the gaseous molecule. Solubility of gaseous molecule. So according to that, the partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the gaseous solute in the solution at low concentration. Once again, the partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the gaseous solute in the solution at low concentration. This statement is called as Henry's law. What is the meaning for that? The partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase. So that is the partial pressure of the ஒரு gas வந்து vapor phaseல இருக்கு. அது எதுக்கு ஈக்குவலா இருக்கும்? Directly proportional to the mole fraction of the gaseous solute in the solution. So that is P. P means that is partial pressure of the solute is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the solute in solution. So what is X is the mole fraction, right? This is the mole fraction. Now we are introducing the constant, Henry's constant. Solute is equal to KH. KH is the Henry constant. So then again X solute in solution. So here what is P solute? That is partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase. P solute. What is P solute? Is a partial pressure of the gas. Partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase. Vapor phase, okay, that is again it is called as vapor phase, that is X solute. Again X is the solute. X solute means mole fraction of the solute in the solution. So this is the constant. KH is the Henry constant. So KH is the empirical constant, or the value KH depends on the nature of the gaseous solute and the solvent. What is KH? Is a Henry constant. KH is equal to Henry's constant, or if the values is depends upon the nature of the gaseous solute and solvent. Okay, so from this above equation we get the straight line. We are plotted against, now we are plotted this mole fraction against the partial pressure. We get the straight line. From this straight line we'll give the straight line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, y is equal to mx plus c. We get the straight line. From the slope of the straight line it gives the values of KH. Okay, this is the example of the mole fraction of hydrochloric acid gas in solution of cyclohexane. Cyclohexane is a solution. HCl in the cyclohexane solution, hydrochloric acid. So that is the another one. So what is the main limitation of this Henry's law? What is the main limitation of Henry's law? This is very important question. Limitations of Henry's law. What is the limitation of Henry's law? First one is applicable only at the moderate temperature and the pressure. It applicable on the moderate temperature and pressure. Moderate temperature and pressure. And another one is only the less soluble gases obey Henry's law. Gases is the less soluble gases. Less soluble gases obeys Henry's law. And the third one, the gases reacting with solvent do not obey Henry's law. Suppose any of the gases react with that solvent, means that does not obey the Henry's law. For example, ammonia plus water, it will form this ammonium ion plus hydroxyl ion. React with water. So this is, so sometimes they are asking one more question, why the ammonia does not obey Henry's law? Because the ammonia is dissolved that water, means it will react to ammonia, a water molecule. So that is the reason it does not obey the Henry's law. And another one is gases obeying Henry's law should not associate or dissociate while dissociation of the solvent. Suppose any of the இப்போ ஒரு gas வந்து ஹென்ரிஸ் லாக்கு ஒபே பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நினச்சோன்னா என்ன நடக்கணும், அதை அசோசியேட் அந்த சால்வெண்ட்டோட சொல்யூஷனோட ஜாயிண்ட் ஆகவும் கூட ரியாக்ட் பண்ணவும் கூடாது. ஸோ இது அதை டிசோசியேட் அப்படின்னா கம்ப்ளீட்டாக திருப்பி அதை செப்பரேட் பண்ணிடவும் கூடாது. ஸோ மெயினாக வாட் இஸ் த லிமிடேஷன், the used at moderate temperature and the pressure. கேஸ் லெஸ் சால்யூபிள் இருந்தால் மட்டும்தான் ஹென்ரிஸ் லா ஒபே பண்ண முடியும். அடுத்தது சால்வெண்ட்டோட ரியாக்ட் ஆச்சு அப்படின்னு சொன்னோன்னா நம்ம ஹென்ரிஸ் லா ஒபே பண்ணாது. ஸோ கேஸஸ் ஒபே பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் அது அசோசியேட் டிசோசியேட் வைல் டிசால்விங் இன் த சால்வெண்ட். சால்வெண்ட்டில் டிசால்வ் பண்ணும்போது அசோசியேட் சேரவும் கூடாது, பிரியவும் கூடாது. ஸோ அப்படி ஒரு கண்டிஷனில் மட்டும்தான் இட்ஸ் ஒபே த ஹென்ரிஸ் லா. வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் 2 mark question. So what is the limitation of Henry's law? Okay, this is the another one. So next one is vapor pressure of the liquid. So what is mean by vapor pressure of the liquid? So what is mean by the evaporation? So what is mean by evaporation? Liquids have a tendency to, generally we know that liquid have the tendency to evaporate. Liquid have the tendency to evaporate. So here when the gases will be evaporate, so that is when the kinetic energy increases that molecule in the liquid state overcome the intermolecular force of attraction between them. Suppose the molecule will escape from the liquid state. So what is the reason? When the kinetic energy increases in the increases of the molecule. ஒரு molecule உள்ள kinetic energy increase ஆகும்போது அந்த intermolecular forces overcome ஆகி அந்த bond எதுக்கு சொல்யூட்டுக்கும் சால்வெண்ட்டுக்கும் உள்ள பாண்ட் பிரேக் ஆகுது. ஸோ ஒரு சொல்யூட் டிசால்வ் ஆகுது அப்படின்னா ஒரு வீக் இன்டர்மாலிகுலர் ஃபோர்ஸஸ் ஆர் formed between the solute and the solvent. So in the kinetic energy increase ஆகும்போது என்ன நடக்குது, the intermolecular forces are breakdown, so the gaseous molecule is released to evaporate. This process is called as evaporation. Okay, so this evaporation is a carried, suppose evaporation is carried in a closed container. What will happen? Suppose it taken in a closed container, means that is the gaseous molecule here, gaseous molecule, and the solution is also present here. Suppose evaporation means என்ன ஆகும், இது க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா எதுவுமே வந்து வெளியில போகாது. So after sometimes it will be attain the equilibrium. Okay, the closed container in the random motion during which they collide with each other and also with the walls of the container. As the collision in air, they lose their energy and result in the vapor return back to. இப்போ வந்து என்ன நடக்கும், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த சொல்யூஷன் ஓப்பன் பண்ண ரியாக்ட் பண்ண சொல்யூட்டும் சால்வெண்ட்டும் மிக்ஸ் பண்ணோன்னு என்ன நடக்கும், எவாப்ரேஷன் நடக்கும். ஆனால் இது நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிட்டோம், இப்போ க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம். அப்போ என்ன நடக்கும், கொஞ்ச நேரம் கழிச்சு அந்த மாலிகுல்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஒன்றுக்கு ஒன்று ஃபார்ம் ஆகி கேஸ் எல்லாம் இதாகிடுச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும், இது ரிட்டர்ன் பேக் டு த ஒரிஜினல் ஸ்டேட். இன் எலாஸ்டிக் மீன் அது லூஸ் ஆகிட்டு மறுபடியும் ஒரிஜினல் ஸ்டேட்டுக்கு வரும்போது என்ன நடக்கும், ஸோ the gaseous molecule, that is the vapors are condensed and the cool. So after then it is back to the liquid state. This process is called this condensation. Evaporation and condensation is a continuous process. Once evaporation ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா after then it will form the that is the condensation will be occur. Evaporation and the condensation, both the continuous process. If the process is carried in a closed system, a stage is reached when the rate of evaporation becomes equal to the rate of condensation. Suppose in the closed container system, rate of evaporation and condensation will be equal. But in the open system means the rate of evaporation, the vapor pressure of the liquid depends on its nature and temperature of the surface area. This is one example. They prove that this is one example here. So what is that example? They give one diagram. Okay, so this is one diagram. So here that is the ethanol, a closed round bottom flask. Ethanol is in equilibrium with its vapor. So இங்க என்ன இருக்கு, ஒரு லிக்விடும் எத்தனாலும் இருக்கு. எத்தனால் வந்து ஓபன் பண்ணது ரெண்டும் மிக்ஸ் ஆனாலே எவாபரேஷன் ஆயிட்டு இப்போ நம்ம க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கிறோம். இங்க மெர்க்குரி லெவல் இருக்கு. This is the one system. Partial pressure, the pressure of the gas is equal to the equilibrium. இது வந்து இந்த ரவுண்ட் பாட்டம் ஃப்ளாஸ்க்ல என்ன நடக்குது, equilibrium attain ஆகி இருக்குது. இதை நம்ம க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம். The same experiment is taken in the open system. So இப்போ என்ன பண்ணிட்டோம், ரவுண்ட் பாட்டம் ஃப்ளாஸ்கில் அது it is connected with the U-tube. ஸோ இப்போ என்ன இருக்குது, இதில் மெர்க்குரி இருக்குது. ஸோ இப்போ என்ன நடக்கும், இதை நம்ம ஓப்பன் பண்ணி விட்டுட்டோம். ஸோ எவ்வளோ வேப்பர் ப்ரெஷர் வந்து இதில் இருக்குதோ, the escape vapor pushes the mercury level in the U-tube. In the difference in the mercury is the vapor pressure of the ethanol. ஸோ எவ்வளோ தூரம் வந்து இது புஷ்அப் பண்ணி வந்திருக்கிறோம், that distance is the vapor pressure. First before எவ்வளோ இருந்தது, ஆஃப்டர் ஓப்பன் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் எவ்வளோ இருந்தது, the difference is called the vapor escape, that is called as vapor pressure of this ethanol. From this experiment, that is no explanation is not given in your textbook, only the diagram will be given. Okay, so according to this, released escaped ethanol is equal to the vapor pressure of this ethanol of this vapor pressure. Okay, so this is the another one. So next one is vapor pressure of the liquid in the solution. So next one is vapor pressure of the binary solution, liquid in liquid. What is mean by binary solution? Bi means that is two. What is mean by binary? The solution which contains two components. The solution which contains two components means that is called as binary solution. Two components. So that is one solute and one solvent. That is called as binary solution. How to calculate the vapor pressure of the binary solution? That is, this theory will be explained by the Raoult's law. What is meant by Raoult's law? So that is called as Raoult's law. He is a French chemist. Raoult's law. What is meant by Raoult's law? He explained the relationship between the partial pressure and also the mole fraction of two components A and B. So that is known as Raoult's law. What is meant by Raoult's law? In case of solution of volatile liquid, in case of solution of volatile liquid, the partial vapor pressure of each component of the solution is A and B of the solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. So that is the volatile liquid, the partial vapor pressure of each components A and B of the solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. According to the Raoult's law, what is Raoult's law here? That is partial pressure of PA is directly proportional to the mole fraction of A component. So that is, you are introducing the constant, that is K of XA, right? When XA is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 and K is equal to partial pressure of A, standard partial pressure, the vapor pressure of the pure component, that is P0. So pure component where P0 is the vapor pressure of pure component. At the same temperature, therefore PA equal to P0A into XA. So that is similarly, that is the B component. This is for A component. What is B component? That is PB equal to P0B into XB. So this is for A component, this is for B component. XA for the mole fraction. So what is true according to the mole fraction of this? What is XA, XB is the mole fraction. Mole fraction, right? According to Dalton's law, partial pressure of the total pressure. What is meant by Dalton's law? So sum of the pressure. So we studied the 6th lesson. What is meant by Dalton's law? The sum of the pressure of the partial pressure of the in a closed vessel. So evlo number of mixture of gases irukko adanode sum the partial pressure. So that is according to Dalton's law. So that is P total, that is total pressure is equal to sum of the pressure present in the given mixture, that is PA plus PB. What is PA? So PA is equal to P total is equal to, what is PA? PA is equal to P0A into XA. What is PB? So here that is P0B into XB. Okay, we know that, we already know that mole fraction of any two component, previous video we studied, mole fraction of any two components equal to 1. Okay, so that is X, what is meant by XA? So XA is equal to 1 minus XB. Now substitute in this one in this equation. So here, so therefore how to substitute there? So here P total is equal to 1 minus XB into P0A plus P0B into XB. Okay. So next another one. So here P total equal to P0A plus XB into P0B minus P0A. Okay, so இதிலிருந்து P0A இங்க இருக்கு. So that is P0A இங்க multiply பண்ணா எப்படி வரும்? P0A minus P0XB வரும். So XBA காமனா வெளியில எடுத்துட்டு P0. So இந்த ஸ்டெப்ல இருந்து எப்படி வந்ததுன்னு தெரியுதா? So இத ரெண்டு multiply பண்ணிக்கலாம். So that is P0A minus XB into P0A plus P0B into XB. So XB common எடுத்துட்டோம், P0B plusல இருக்கு. So இது minus, அதனால இந்த step direct இங்கே போட்டிருக்கிறேன். Okay, so that is PT total. The above equation is the straight line of equation y is equal to mx plus. This is the P total, total pressure, vapor pressure. This is the relation between the Raoult's law, the total pressure, the partial pressure of the given mixture of the any two components. This we are above the equation is a straight line equation. Y is equal to mx plus c. The plot P total versus XB. P total को versus எதுக்கும் XB को நம்ம வந்து plot பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா we straight line that is as a slope. P0B minus P0A is a slope and P0A is the intercept. Okay, so again another one. This can be explained with an example, that is the solution. Toluene is benzene, pure benzene, and the toluene is the mole fraction. So that is toluene is dissolved in that benzene solution. So here that is the solution. P total, that is the total solution. This is the graphs, the slope line. So toluene உடைய partial pressure, அடுத்தது benzene உடைய partial pressure. So ரெண்டுக்கும் வரும்போது நமக்கு இதோட straight line vapor pressure. So ரெண்டுக்கும் plot பண்றோம் X benzene, X toluene. So again another one is P0 toluene. So ஒவ்வொன்றுக்கும் நம்ம வந்து plot பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா what is the answer? We'll get that answer. So here, that is I am writing here. So first one is, what is that answer? P solution. So according to that one, this is P total, that is we are writing here P solution is equal to P0. So here that is P0 toluene. Toluene plus X benzene into P0 benzene minus P0 toluene. Okay, so this is from plotting that graph we can write this Raoult's law. What is the vapor pressure, partial pressure of this given two components is directly proportional to the mole fraction, directly proportional to the mole fraction. This can be explained with that example. First we are writing PA, two components we are writing here. What is PA? We are introducing the constant. When X is equal to 1 in எடுத்துக்கிறோம், that is the mole fraction of A solution 1, and K is equal to P0, vapor pressure of the pure components. So P0 means that is the pure component. So PA is equal to P0A, XA is the mole fraction. The same thing we can write PB. So P solution, according to the Dalton's law, what is Dalton's law? Sum of the pressure of the gaseous molecule present in the given mixture. So that is P total is equal to PA plus PB. Then again P total is equal to P0A, XA plus P0B into XB. We can find out after then XA, what is XA, XB is equal to, we can write like this. A number of two mole fraction is equal to always 1. That is we already studied, right? So that is XA is equal to 1 minus XB. P total is equal to, இதை நம்ம இப்போ substitute பண்ண போறோம். எங்க XA இருக்கிற இடத்துல இதை substitute பண்ணிட்டு after then you are multiplying here. That is P0A minus XB. So P0A plus P0. So after that P total is equal to P0A into XB, P0B into minus P0. So that is இது எதே மாதிரி இருக்கு, Y is equal to, this is M plus X, this is C. Okay. So that is P total versus பண்ணா P0 PB is equal to slope. This is the MX is the slope and plot. So that is P0 is the intercept A. So we are comparing the equation, applying this equation for the toluene and benzene, that is P solution is equal to toluene plus benzene. So this is the answer for this is the vapor pressure of the binary solution, that is using the Raoult's law. Okay, next we are going to see the vapor pressure of the binary solution of solids in liquid. Okay, so first one is, what is the vapor pressure of the binary solution? We are taking the non-volatile solute is dissolved in a pure solvent. Suppose non-volatile, what is mean by non-volatile? So easier evaporate agadu. So that is non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute is not easily evaporated. So the non-volatile solute dissolve in a pure solvent. Dissolve in a pure solvent. The vapor pressure of the pure solvent will decrease. So இது non-volatile pure solvent dissolve பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அதனுடைய vapor pressure வந்து pure vapor pressure of the pure solvent, vapor pressure will decreases. What is the reason? Vapor pressure decreases. In such solution, the vapor pressure of the solution will depends only on the nature on the solvent molecule and the solute is non-volatile. So அப்போ vapor pressure எதை பொறுத்து இருக்கும்? Depends on the solvent molecule. இப்போ solvent molecule உடைய volatile non volatile add பண்ணோனே அதனுடைய vapor pressure decrease ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா என்ன இருக்கும்? So அதனுடைய vapor pressure வந்து decrease ஆயிடுச்சு. So depends on the nature of the solution. So say for example, so here we are adding sodium chloride in water. Sodium chloride water add பண்றோம். The vapor pressure of the salt solution is lower. So sodium chloride உடைய vapor pressure வந்து decrease ஆகுது. The vapor pressure of the solution is determined by the number of molecule of the solvent present in the surface at any time and is proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent. So that is the reason they are given one example here. So here that is the one diagram. This is volatile and the solvent molecule. So non-volatile, that is volatile, sodium chloride and the water. Now we are adding the non-volatile. Non-volatile means the red color irukku. So that is non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute na easily evaporate ஆகாது. So அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? அதனுடைய rate of vapor pressure reduces the presence of நான் இதை add பண்றதுனால அதனுடைய rate of vapor pressure என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு? Reduce ஆயிடுச்சு. Okay, so this is the another one. So next one is, so the rate of vapor pressure is reduced by the presence of non-volatile. So இதை how to explain that? So that is P solution. P solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction. So mole fraction, that is XA. So now what is XA? Is the mole fraction of the solvent. What is P solution? P solution is equal to K into XA. K into XA. XA is equal to 1. Then K is equal to P0 solvent. Pure solvent. P0 means that is pure. So in the P0 அப்படினா that is pure condition of pure. P0 means pure solvent. Okay, so is the partial pressure of the pure solvent. Appo what is meant by P solution is equal to P0 solvent into XA. Okay, so then again now we are substituting here. So simplify that. How it will simplify? P solution divided by P0 solvent is equal to XA. What is, so now we are adding both sides by 1. So that is 1. So that is 1 minus P solution divided by P0 solvent equal to 1 minus XA. Okay, so subtract this equation by 1 minus that equation. Now here commonly we are taking as P0 solvent, that is P0 solvent minus P solution is equal to XB. So what is already we know that how it will be classified, that XA plus XB equal to 1. So what is XB? XB is equal to 1 minus XA. So that is the reason we substitute here. That is we are substitute here 1 minus XA is equal to XB. Okay, so that is the reason. So XB is the fraction of the solute. So XA plus XB is equal to, that is we are writing here. The above expression gives the expression of the relative lowering of vapor pressure. That is called, what is meant by relative lowering of vapor pressure. Vapor pressure. What is meant by relative lowering of vapor pressure? Non-volatile solute is equal to the mole fraction of the solute at a given temperature. Non-volatile solute is equal to the mole fraction of the solute at given temperature. That is called as relative lowering of given temperature. That is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So next we are going to compare the Raoult's law and Henry's law. What is the comparison between Raoult's law and Henry's law? Compare Raoult's law and Henry's law. Raoult's law and Henry's law. What is Raoult's law? P solute equal to P0 solute X solute. This is called as Raoult's law. Raoult's law. So what is Henry's law? Henry's law, P solute equal to KH X solute in solution. The difference between the above two expression is the proportionality constant P0A and KH. Henry's law is applicable to the solution. So here that is the only difference. The P0 solute. Raoult's law la idu irukudhu. So idhula vandu KH irukku. Remaining everything will be same. So either Henry's law is applicable to solution containing gaseous solute in the liquid solvent. Raoult's law is applicable only the non-volatile solid solute in a liquid solvent. So that is the, if the solute is non-volatile, the Henry's law constant will become equal to the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. So this is the only difference between this Raoult's law and the Henry's law. So Henry's law la enna irukku? Henry's law la KH irukku, idhula P0 solute irukku. Okay, so Raoult's law is applicable only non-volatile solid solute. So this is applicable only the non-volatile solid solute in liquid. But in the, that is again another one is Henry's law is a non-volatile, then the Henry's law constant will become equal to the pure. Raoult's law becomes a special cases of Henry's law. For very dilute solution, the solvent obeys Raoult's law and the solute obeys Henry's law. So இப்போ சொல்யூஷன் வந்து வெரி டைல்யூட்டடாக இருந்தது அப்படின்னா அதனுடைய சால்வெண்ட் வந்து ரவோல்ஸ் லா ஒபே பண்ணும், அந்த சொல்யூட் வந்து ஹென்ரிஸ் லா ஒபே பண்ணும். ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த கம்பேரிசன் ஆஃப் ரவோல்ஸ் லா அண்ட் த ஹென்ரிஸ் லா. ஓகே, that's all about this today's video. Next we continue the next video. Okay, thank you children.